They got those big guys, Bennings and then Thomas, have to really stay out of the foul trouble. They've got 3, and they were really big in that first quarter going into the second quarter, picked up those fouls fairly quickly. And it's just one of those situations that you got to stay away from that and just use your feet. I mean, they're quick. They're really, you got to give a lot of credit to Seminole for hanging in there because they were really uncomfortable with the defense that Estacado put on them. They've got to continue that, and looks like they'll start the same guys that started the game. And so I know Coach Wagner has to be pleased but concerned because 2 guys that can really make a difference inside is foul trouble.
17 points for Jesse Johns in the first half. I think he was the only Matador in double figures. 8 points for Marlon Jackson. He had a couple of 3-point baskets. 11 points for Blue Franklin. And he was the only Indian in double figures in the first half. That is assuming that Wimmer did not get one of those threes. If one of those should have been credited to 33 instead of 43, then the Seminole Indians don't have anybody in double figures in the first half. 46-37. Estacado gets it to begin the third quarter. Swinging inside, and basket's not really ready for it. Over to Johns, jumps up, shoots up the 3, no good. Rebound taken away by Ty Froman. Smallest man on the floor came up with the rebound. He'll bounce around, give it to Rocky Lowens. Now they pass it to Delay. Free opportunity by Blue Franklin, can't get it, and a putback. Foul going to be called. This is Christian Bennings. That's his 4th personal foul, according to our records. And I think I just heard the official book had him for 4 as well.
I was trying to get Vasquez mental telepathy or whatever it is to raise his hand. They didn't call it on him. He was in the area. And again, it's an offensive rebound and a foul. And again, Bennings looked really good early, and pretty much been limited because of the foul trouble.
He's just a sophomore, really a good-looking sophomore. Next free throw, no good. Hustling down the lane and crashing into the back of Johns is Lowen, but no call. It'll go to Estacado. Splitting the defense with the dribble that time. Deontay Thomas, pull-up jumper. Johns off the back of the rim. You know, everything on Jesse Johns' shot looks good. His elevation, the rotation, great form, but he's not hitting the higher percentage that he probably expects to. There's a good play inside for Chandrick Hastings, his first basket. Now the ball knocked away. It's going to go off the foot of Adams and out of bounds.
Hard to see from here, but Adams had no qualms with it, and so you think that was the right call.
Matadors work it around. Hastings loses it down low. Now gets it back, dribbles it out of bounds.
You could tell that was going to turn into something not good for the Matadors as he got it knocked loose again, and then dribbles it out of bounds.
And a quick timeout called by Blue Franklin. They were in trouble getting the ball inbounds, and they'll take a 30-second timeout here. Trailing 48-38, and we're still at that 10-point lead, 9, 10, 11-point lead that the Matadors built part of that in the first quarter. They won the first quarter 21-15, added to it a little bit in the second quarter. They won that quarter by 3, 25-22. Join us next Friday at 6 p.m. for more LISD basketball as the Monterey Plainsmen will host the Plainview Bulldogs. Girls game will begin at 6, followed by the boys. LISD high school basketball right here on Fox 34 News Now. Looks like the Matadors are going to press. There's the ball up the floor. Adams gets it up, kick it out to Froman. He'll shoot a three and hit it. Ty Froman with his 8th point, a three-pointer from the left outside wing. 7-point ball game. Johns, he'll back out. He'll shoot the three, and he'll hit it. Falling down to the floor. But Jesse Johns with a good-looking shot there again, and he's at 20 points. Roman, nice look across over to Lowen. He'll draw the foul from Hastings.
That's going to be 3 on Hastings. So you're looking at post players that play in the paint. That's you got Bennings with 4, and I mean, this is just a good answer right here by Johns, as he's going to step back, nice, hit the 3, wanted the 4th free throw.
Lowen makes the first one, rattles around, jumps up off the backboard, and goes back in. And now checking in for Hastings with those 3 personal fouls is Trey Portee. 6'4" junior.
Thing that you have noticed that anybody that came in has picked up the slack. They've all made contributions, and so that's one thing.
Next free throw is short, and once again, Lowen comes crashing into the lane. Ball knocked out of bounds to Estacado. Up to Johns, he's open, 3-ball up and good. That was smooth as silk by Jesse Johns.
Johns had a huge day, 23 down, just gets a steal.
He'll take it all the way in and lay it up. 8 points in a quarter. 25, stolen on the inbounds, back to Johns. Here he is again, hit another one. Another 3. (59-42). And delay with one to kind of quell the tide here a little bit. The Indians in trouble. Back the other way. Again. But Johns has caught fire.
And he's got 9 points in the last 10 points in the last just few seconds.
3 from outside, in and out this time by Franklin. And the Matadors with the ball, pushing up the floor. Ball tipped away, coming our way. Don't dive. It's going to be Estacado's ball to inbound. That one headed right over here at our table. Delay goes out of the ball game. Sprott Adams is in the game. Number 33, Luke Wimmer. 35 is Dominguez. I don't think he's come back in yet, but we did get a name to go with that number for the Seminole Indians.
Well, this has been vintage Estacado. I mean, you play with them. You mentioned that the Seminole hung around, and then just boom, boom, they get that 10-point run and up 17.
There's Matador basketball right there. There's a shot no good. Matadors had it, but Adams took it away. Froman up top, kick it right, 3-ball on the way, and there's a 3. Up and in by Luke Wimmer. His second or third 3, we're not sure. I think it was the second. Ball lost out of bounds. Going to be off the hands of the Matadors.
You're going to see it right here. Nice look. Wimmer, nothing but net. Seminole has, when you look at Franklin and Wimmer, those 2 guys are, you'd think would be sitting there posting up, but they hit the 3 extremely well.
Ball up over the top. Roman ran into Trey Portee, but no foul call. Knocked his feet out from underneath. The ball goes out of bounds. Back to Seminole.
Portee read that perfectly, just wasn't able to come up with the play.
Adams gets it underneath. Lowen. Whistle, foul going to be called, riding underneath for the Matadors. Marlon Jackson called for the foul. 2 fouls now on Jackson. 3rd team foul on Estacado.
They're giving him 2 shots.
Oh.
I thought the whistle blew long before he tried to go up and shoot it. It was on the push. I don't even know if he ever shot it.
Well, we can go back and take a look at that one. Rocky Lowen.
6 free throws here in the first 4 minutes of the 3rd quarter for Lowen.
He's been to the line 3 times this quarter. The first 2 times.
And they'd already called the foul long before he took a jump up. So
he made the first one and missed the second one. This time he turns it around. Misses the first and made the second. 3 of 6 in the quarter. He's got 6 points in the ball game. Ball almost stolen by Adams. Adams, one of the few Indians that can really match the Matadors quick on quick. Pull-up jumper from about 15, no good that time by Javon Vasquez. Now, whistle in the backcourt, foul going to be called on Estacado. It's going to be Vasquez. 61-48, 3:44 left to go in the 3rd. LISD basketball. 3:44 left to go here at the 3rd, and Jesse Johns has lit it up here in this quarter, Coach Hill.
Yeah, and we're going to see how quickly he did that. And he pretty much did it with steals on his own. Like you can see him just like a cat, just looking for something to get away from. There he is again, nice steal right there. And he's going to finish this off with a 2.
13 points in the quarter, 30 in the ball game for Johns. Froman up top. Now Castillo in the game, covering him. Out to Wimmer. He's a good outside shooter. Ball knocked away, but it goes over to Adams. Down low, kicking around. Shot up, no good. Rebound tipped away. Going to be last touched by Estacado.
That TV timeout came at a great time because he had been off for about a minute. And now Johns is back on. And then that 13 points came in about 3 minutes of this 3rd quarter. So, I mean, he was on fire defensively and offensively.
Got a foul going to be called on Sabron Adams. We didn't see it. Away from the basketball.
Put this quarter in perspective, 13 points for Johns, 2 for Hastings. That's all the Matadors that have scored in this quarter.
Ball thrown away. Adams has it back. He's going the distance, going to lay it up, and it crawls over the rim.
See, a non-athlete like me misses that shot
out there on the way to the basket.
Misses that shot. An athlete like him, it rolls in.
I know it. Well, he'd had an opportunity to fall. He got kind of tripped up, but was able to maintain his balance. Here's Johns again. 3-ball this time. Won't go in. Rebound. Matadors. Back to Johns. He'll dribble in from the free throw line this time. A foul off the backboard. They're going to say it hit the support. Up top, no basket. That'd be the 3rd time we've seen that tonight if they had allowed that.
That one got up a little bit higher than the ones in the women's game that counted. But you just see a confidence in him. He's missed his last 2 shots on that series, but huge in this. But it's down to 11-point lead now.
That had to be a walk, Greg Petty. He sets pretty good screens.
Yeah, that's not legal screens, though, when you go into them.
Yeah, he sets tough screens. I'll give him that. And that one kind of rocked Marlon Jackson a little bit. Jackson Sr. We'll take a look.
Let's take a look right here. You're going to see him move into the defender right there. Boom, just like a block. That's an illegal screen. And but you appreciate that this is a physical game and got another timeout because of the defense of Estacado.
Got a 5-second violation.
Didn't get the timeout in time, did they?
61-50. Still 11 points. Estacado had built it up a little bigger than that when Johns went on that run. But the Seminole Indians have been able to get it back down to 11, near single digits. Johns walking through the lane, going to be whistled for it.
Estacado had a 17-point lead when he went out of the game to get some rest, and it's been a 6-0 run, but it's taken them a long time to score that 6.
Pressure up the floor, knocked away. It's going to be India's ball. They keep up with, in and out. Whistle and a foul from behind. Who'd they call that foul on? I thought they called it on the steal. .151 left to go here in the third. 11-point lead for the Estacado Matadors. Now the ball lost out of bounds. Going to be